So this video is going to be about IQ and trait openness, and I'm also going to tie in Jordan Peterson a little bit here. So firstly, IQ, I feel like most people know what IQ is, and then also trait openness. So trait openness is how open you are to new experiences, very linked to creativity and IQ. So I'm going to start off this study by talking about the abstract, and it basically talks about how openness is a trait that is being linked to intelligence and divergent thinking. Now, the Young, Peterson, and Higgins theorized, and that's Jordan or J.B. Peterson, they theorized that trait openness depends on dopamine function, especially in the prefrontal cortex. And this is kind of what gave me the idea for this video, because Jordan Peterson, who's great, I love watching his videos. He talks about IQ and openness and how it's quite linked together. So I wanted to find some studies to kind of show that. And, I think I need to find some more, and this is just one. So, it's just one study out of however many. But they, as part of this theory that they came up with to kind of challenge that or test that, these other people, they tested 335 healthy adults, and they hypothesized that their openness would correlate more strongly with performance on tests of executive function than tests of intelligence and fluency. But they found that openness more correlated with verbal/crystallized intelligence. That's what it correlates with the most. And they found that it correlated more with that than executive functioning, which was a 0.16 correlation, and then fluency, which is 0.24 correlation. Now, they also found that with the verbal/crystallized intelligence, there was a much higher correlation in older adults. So when they separated to young adults and older adults, the younger adults had a 0.26 correlation, but the older adults had a 0.53 correlation. So this implies that openness is maybe more closely associated with, acquisition of broad verbal intellectual skills and knowledge than with just executive abilities, like localized to a certain part of the brain, or neurotransmitter system. So, so it's quite an interesting just an interesting study, because it's not saying like, oh, it's just directly linked to this or directly linked to that. It's like I don't think I've heard it just being linked to crystallized intelligence before, or verbal intelligence. And I normally hear people it's normally Jordan Peterson and some other people saying, IQ, but they've never really gone into what form of intelligence or IQ. So I don't know if this kind of like challenges Jordan Peterson's view a bit. I feel like I don't know, it's interesting because they thought it would just be with executive functioning, but this is why I'm saying I think I want to see some more studies and kind of work out a little bit more what all the data's there. But I just thought it was quite interesting. So I'll put the link below and you can check it out.